Me and Steve live in different continents. So Steve's in the US and I'm in North Yorkshire in England. We got introduced in 2016 by my then literary agent. And Steve worked as an editor on my first published book back then.
Yeah.
And we got together to rewrite a book that I'd self-published about 5 years previous. So the process was pretty straightforward, actually. Steve would write a chapter or whatever it is. We'd constantly talk over Skype. And of course, he would email over his ideas and what he'd written and this kind of thing. And, I'd make notes, send it back to Steve, and then we'd discuss it. So it was a fairly painless. Luckily, we both had sort of very close ideas on the format of the book and what happens in the book. Steve always likes to say that it's whoever wants it more wins the point, which I think he's right on. So Steve's won some and I've won some, but I think overall it worked. It works really well. It was pretty painless.
One thing that happens in that process is that when we send the file, we essentially send the master to the other. So the other writer becomes the possessor of the main document. And so when I'll do all my edits, and I might even add questions for Martyn to answer in the document, but now he owns that document. He'll go ahead and take that, polish it up to his satisfaction, send it back to me. I never look at my previous notes or questions or anything like that. I just then, now once it's back in my possession, I just take ownership of it. And essentially, we don't use track changes. It's just written into the file, but I started accepting the changes by not changing them.